Jermaine Dupri. First of all, there's a bunch of stuff that's wrong with this video, but Jermaine Dupri was talking about women in hip hop. Can we run that? Do we have sound on that? Is there sound on that video?
I've also never seen this video before either.
Well,
I think I made sure not to watch
this is a video that we
these.
actually need sound
Brat
for.
broke that mold, right? You know what I mean? So it's like when Brat came out, she was the first female solo artist to go platinum. So we together broke the mold that I was in prior to meeting Brat. And since then, female rappers have been able to sustain and sell a lot of records, actually more records than guys.
Yeah.
So, but before that, prior to Brat, that wasn't happening.
Right.
They was good artists, but they weren't doing the numbers that I felt like I needed for my company.
Okay. And you mentioned other female rappers. Do you have a favorite right now in the rap game?
Cardi B, Nicki,
Females?
Megan Thee Stallion. Stand out to you?
I can't really say.
Not a Cardi B fan?
I have no, but the reason why I can't say is because I feel like they're all rapping about the same thing, and I don't feel like I don't think they're showing us who's the best rapper. I think they're trying to show, for me, it's like strippers rapping, and I don't, as far as rap goes, I'm not getting who is the best rapper. I'm getting like, oh, okay, you got a story about you dancing in the club. You got a story about you dancing in the club. You got a story about you dancing in the club. Okay, all right. Who's getting ready to? Who's gonna be the
Show you
rapper?
something different.
Yeah.
Well, what is the thing that you want to see if you're not like?
Just more. I mean, I feel like at some point somebody's gonna have to break out of that mold and just show us, talk about other things like rap. Just rap about other things besides that.
Jermaine, okay, first of all, they were on a show, People. I'm assuming that's like the People magazine.
Yeah, right.
I don't know why they're even discussing hip hop. And second of all, Jermaine Dupri doesn't understand hip hop anymore.
First of all, like I feel like
hip-hop.
you should be open to hip hop being on every platform. You know what I'm saying? Like
I am.
At least people.
But who are the artists they threw out? They threw out Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, and who else?
I don't know who else to say. I was more interested in his answer. But I
threw out
think
Nicki Minaj.
the backlash that he got for this, it didn't they didn't put into context, like, you know what I'm saying, about everything that was happening before. He was talking about Da Brat and his involvement with Da Brat being this.
No, she asked him, what female rappers are you rocking with now? And he said, oh, I can't really say because I think they're rapping about the same thing.
Yeah, but Da Brat was like a segue to that, right? Like, so, or what Da Brat was like,
I'm not sure what was happening
he
wasn't even talking about Da Brat. They asked a question, who do you think, what female rappers are you rocking with now? Oh, I'm not rocking with anybody because they rap about the same thing. He doesn't understand hip hop now because if he did, he would know there's a lot of female rappers who have bars. Rhapsody, very great artist.
He's talking about people on the level of Da Brat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that was the whole thing.
Okay, so then he's saying, well, you know what? I'm more into commercial rap. I'm not into like underground rap or the real rap. I'm stupid. He told us he's ignorant of real hip hop and he only follows commercial hip hop.
I'm not saying, maybe I should stop defending my man, but I'm just saying.
Am I right though? Like, in my phone right now, like there's these one artist, she's from the Bay, and the other one is from Seattle.
Maybe he could have used that as a chance to shout her out.
He could have
you know
used,
what I'm saying?
Obviously, but he's not on her.
But you gotta understand, this is like boxing, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hip hop is like, you're like a promoter. You know what I'm saying? If you're Al Heyman and I'm what's another boxing promoter? You know, like or somebody else. Like,
Gifted Gabs.
You're not gonna sit there and promote someone elsel's fighter.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
is he as obviously he's not even as active in a game.
He's got his So Def like gear on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what's the last album that came out from So Def?
I don't know who's a part of So Def.
Exactly. Who is a part of you don't even know who is a part of So Def? What is So Def doing?
Look up their artists right now.
They're touring and they're making what's that show that Bow Wow's on? Like it's a reality show.
Oh yeah.
The young stars of hip hop. And they have Bow Wow, Russell Simmons' daughter.
Oh yeah, they got Lil Wayne's daughter on there.
Yeah, it's like we don't care about Lil Wayne's daughter. Or
somebody does because they watch the show. Somebody cares.
And Jermaine Dupri was on there. All I'm saying, I'm trying to find this artist. Anyway, the fact of the matter is, they threw out 3 commercially, successful artists right now. And he said, oh, I'm not rocking with any. So you mean to tell me there's not one female artist that has bars that he couldn't shout out? You don't even got to shout out Rhapsody or Get the Gabs or, Brixton.
Bro, I'm sure it came to a point to where after he watched the same thing, it was like, oh, man, I could have thought of them. Oh, no, like I could have shouted them out. But that's just at the moment.
What did he say? He said, I'm
think
not
about
rocking
what
with
he is.
anybody.
He's not like.
He's not in the hip hop as he used to be. And like you
Should
said,
he be though? Should he be? You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I mean, if he, I mean, I consider James.
at that
Jermaine
point, it's
Dupri-
like you boxed in. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he's always gonna be like this hip hop person, this person in hip hop,
then you should understand who's coming up.
Maybe he's out of touch with hip hop.
Maybe he's out of touch with. Yeah, maybe
And
he's
he
out of touch with
only
hip-hop.
hears about Cardi B. Is he to blame for that?
Blame his out of touchness.
Yeah.
What if he's the social?
Is he
death
wrong for
mogul?
that?
Yeah,
Is he wrong
hell
for
Yeah,
that?
he's wrong for that.
He's wrong
Jermaine
for
Dupri-
being out of touch of hip hop.
When I think of top hip hop labels, who might not necessarily be on top now, but who had a very solid run in hip hop, Bad Boy, So Def, Death Row, Rockefeller, Def Jam, G Unit, Aftermath, Shady.
I mean,
so
all that's on Aftermath.
Right,
you know
but
what I'm
the
saying?
fact of the matter is,
G-Unit and,
I think
Shady.
So Def is a part of one of those great hip hop labels that had a solid run, and he's the head of that. And as the head of a great hip hop label, at one time, you should understand the ins and outs of hip hop at all time. If not, he needs to take that fucking beanie or that little hoodie with the zipper he was wearing, or it's a jacket if it had a zipper.
Just bro. You know how many people Googled So Def
Nah,
because he
fuck
wore that
fuck
on
him
that,
and those
the
little
damn
pro kids
set?
that he was wearing. Nobody even likes those chicks. They only wear them because people say they're hot.
You're really mad
But
at
those
JD.
were the kids that
Hold on,
were at
hold on.
Target that we got made.
So
I got made fun of.
You mad at JD?
I got
right?
made fun of because I wore shoes from Target.
You mad
and he's wearing them now.
him enough to talk about my man's shoes?
Yeah. You know, he's out. Just say it, he's out of touch with hip hop. We got 8 seconds left. He's out of touch with hip hop.
He could be. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
just
But is he to
say-
blame for that?
definitively.
That's fine. But you can't blame him even if he is. That's all I'm saying.
All right. I think that's it. My lips were ashy. I should have put the Carmex on. I hate when that happens.
Yeah, that's